Good morning, students. I am Raman Gupta from Government College Bara, and in this video, we'll study poem Light Shining Out of Darkness. The title of the poem is Light Shining Out of Darkness, written by William Cooper. The poem is in the faith of God. The poet has firm faith in God, and this poem is actually a hymn in which the poet expresses his belief in the supremacy and in the reign of God. So let's start the poem. God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps in the sea and rides upon the storm. The first stanza expresses the supreme power of God, that he can do anything, he can do everything. God moves in a mysterious way. The poet says that the ways in which God moves or performs his works are mysterious. They are not clear, or they cannot be seen by the simple eyesight of human beings. We cannot see as we generally see the objects and see the phenomena of different objects. So, the ways of God to move are mysterious, his wonders to perform, and the works he performs are wonders, and his wonders, whatever he performs, are wonders for us. They are not as simple to understand as they seem to be. He plants his footsteps in the sea. Now he can do some impossible tasks which are impossible for human beings or any living being to do, like to walk on water, to walk on sea. He can give his footprints on the water of the sea. He can walk on the water of sea and rides upon the storm. And he can ride upon the storm. He can make storm his horse, or in on which he can ride. So these ways are very mysterious. God performs his works in a mysterious way, which are not easy to understand by human beings, as we generally see the objects and understand the phenomena of those objects. So let's move on the next senja. Deep in unfathomable minds of never failing skill, he treasures up his bright designs and works his sovereign will. Deep in unfathomable minds of never failing skill, he treasures up his bright designs and works his sovereign will. The minds which are unfathomable, which cannot be measured by human beings, in such unfathomable minds and of never failing skill, and his skill is never failing, his works are never failing. he has skill to do all these things, whatever he has hidden in the unfathomable minds, with unfailing skill, because his skill is never failing. He treasures up his bright designs. He hides his bright designs. The plans of doing work are hidden in those unfathomable minds, and works his sovereign will. And he is the master of his will. Whatever he wants to do, he can do, because he is not subordinate to anyone and he is not liable to give answer to anyone. He is the sovereign of his own will. So, whatever he plans, whatever he wants to do, he can do according to his own will, and his plans and his skills are not known to anyone. He can keep them hide, he can keep them hidden, and when he wants to show those things, he can show, because he is not liable to give answer to anyone. He is the master of his own will. So now the third stanza. Ye fearful saints, fresh courage take. The clouds ye so much dread are big with mercy and shall break in blessings on your head. Ye fearful saints, fresh courage take. The clouds ye so much dread are big with mercy and shall break in blessings on your head. Saints always be fearful, they always have fear of God, and they get courage. They get courage from God. The example has been given further, as the clouds which seem to be very dreadful, when they appear, when the clouds appear in the sky, they seem to be very dreadful, very fearful, are big with mercy, but they are full of mercy. In those clouds there is water, and shall break in blessings on your head. And they shower on our head in the form of rain, which is very essential for all human beings, all living beings. So, the clouds which seem to be very dreadful, they show their blessing, they bestow their blessings and mercy in the form of water, of rain. In the same way, the ways of God sometimes seem to be very uh, inappropriate, because we don't have such insight to see that. But in actual position, in actual condition, they are beneficial for us. They always have something good for us. The next stanza. Judge not the Lord by feeble sense, but trust him for his grace. Behind a frowning province, he hides a smiling face. The same thing. Judge not the Lord by feeble sense. Our sense is feeble. we don't have such insight to see the ways of God, to see the works, to judge the ways of God. Whatever He does, we cannot have power, we don't have power to judge those works, because He is the master of His will, and He does everything right. Nothing wrong has been done by Him. So we should not try to judge His works by our feeble sense, but trust Him for His grace. We always have trust in the grace of God, that He is always graceful. He always uh, helps us, He always blesses us. So we don't lose trust in His grace. Behind a frowning providence, He hides a smiling face. Behind a frowning providence, sometimes His works and the incidents which happen with us sometimes fear us. We get scared of them, but actually they are not so, because He hides a smiling face behind them. Because everywhere, in every work, God is helpful for us. He is the Lord of all of us, He is the Father of all of us. So, He always have something good for us. Behind a frowning providence, He hides a smiling face. Sometimes His ways appear to be frowning, but behind those frowning things, there is always a smiling face, and that is of God.